Hey guys, welcome back to Greater Kids. I'm Sister Shell and I'm here today hanging out, waiting for some of my friends to show up. Wonder who will show up today? Crazy Ryan, Blaze, Fern. I heard I missed her.
Hey, dude!
Hey Blaze, how's it going?
Dude, it's been totally awesome!
Oh great, what have you been up to?
I've been playing, not doing any schoolwork.
That's probably not a good idea.
Dude, it's been awesome. And then I totally got a good night's sleep last night with an awesome dream.
Isn't that the best?
Yeah, dude.
What'd you dream?
That I, Blaze, dude, was asked to be vice president.
Wow, like second in command
Dude, like super powerful.
for President Trump?
Well, it didn't look like President Trump.
Oh,
I think he already has a vice president, so it's probably another dude that's gonna run soon, and then I'll be his vice president and be powerful Blaze.
oh, well, second in command, that reminds me of a Bible story.
Okay.
Yeah, in Genesis 37, read it?
Yeah, I think.
You remember the story of Joseph?
Joseph who?
Well,
Is that Jesus' dad?
no, different Joseph.
Oh.
Okay,
'Cause
so
he'd be old.
Joseph, he was the most beloved son because his dad had him when he was really old. And so his dad made him this big, beautiful coat. But then Joseph started having these dreams. When he was,
I have dreams.
yeah, he was a teenager.
Am I his son?
No, he had a dream that they were out in the field gathering bundles of wheat, and all of his brother's wheat gathered around him and bowed down to him.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Well, his brothers didn't think so. They were mad. They're like, we're not going to bow down to you. Why are you dreaming? And this is silly. You're the youngest. So he had another dream too.
Okay.
And in the second dream, he dreamed that the sun and the moon and 11 stars all bowed down to him. So he told his dad and his brothers, and they're like, what is with all this dreaming? You think your mother and I are going to, and your brothers are going to bow down to you?
Yes.
Well, his brothers got very, very jealous. They already knew he was a favorite, and now he's having these dreams that they got to bow down to him, so they cooked up an evil plot.
Oh, brothers.
Yeah, and they wanted to get rid of him. So their first plan was, oh, we'll throw him in this big pit.
What?
They took off his coat, you know, his big, beautiful coat his father made him because he was a favorite. And then they got an idea. They saw some people coming by, and they're like, oh, we'll sell him into slavery.
What?
You'll have to be a slave and work for those people.
Brothers.
Yes.
Uh,
So he was sold into slavery, and then Joseph had some really, really dark times.
Uh-oh.
But then there was a newer Pharaoh in charge in Egypt, and he had a dream.
Okay.
Well, he had a dream, and so he needed Joseph to interpret it,
Yes.
because Joseph could interpret dreams
Joseph.
with God's help. So he called for Joseph, and Joseph was able to interpret his dream with God's help.
Okay.
And so basically, the dream said there would be 7 good years of lots of food and everything would be great for the people. But then there was going to come 7 bad years after that, and people would be hungry and there
Oh
wouldn't be
no,
enough food.
dude.
So, to make a very, very long story short,
This is short.
well, it's about his whole life almost.
Okay.
Anyway, so they decided to store up in the 7 good years a bunch of food and everything, so there'd be plenty of food for the people for the 7 bad years of famine. So there's food in Egypt, and the Pharaoh was so happy that his dream was interpreted and they were going to save Egypt, so he made Joseph second in command.
Go, Joseph!
Kind of like vice president.
So basically, Blaze and Joseph, very similar.
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
I mean, except for the mean brother. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess my brothers could be mean.
Well, you were arguing with him that one time. Well, anyway, we won't talk about that. So, but Joseph's family were not in Egypt, and they were hungry, and they didn't have enough food. So their dad sent the brothers to go to Egypt to buy them some food.
Okay.
And Joseph knew that those were his brothers, but they didn't realize it was their brother Joseph.
Okay.
So, make a long story even shorter.
Shorter.
So Joseph was able to call them back and have them to dinner, and he was able to reveal to his dad and his brothers that he was alive, that God had spared him, and he was going to save them and give them food to eat.
So when did they bow?
Well, he was second in command, and he was in charge of them, so it was kind of like they had to bow down to him because he was more powerful than them.
So they had to bow down to him because he was more powerful.
Well,
That is so cool. I'm going to be vice president and my brother, bow down to me! Bow down to me!
probably shouldn't try that at home with your siblings. But the important thing to remember here is God always keeps his promises. He has a plan for you and for me. And it's up to us to stay close to him, to read his word, to pray, to have regular church attendance and worship him so we can stay on the right path and draw close to him because his promises are for you. So, if you would like to draw close to him, check out our Facebook page. We're going to provide a link for you to watch the Missouri District Children's Crusade so you can draw closer to him.